guys, welcome to Cool Knowledge 101, which I am your host, Shamika Knowledge 101. It is your first time visiting my video. Welcome. So this is my first video of this channel, so that means you're super welcome and you're super special. I know. Where you teach me and I teach you, let's teach each other. So before we get started, let's first introduce the word of the day. So the word for today is benefic, which is an old English term for the archaic, and that indicates under two adjectives, which is beneficent or kindly, and it's also followed behind a astrology definition. It's relating to or denoting the planets Jupiter and Venus, traditionally considered to have a favorable influence. Oh my goodness. So yeah. Hold on, you guys. I have one question. Have you ever been presented with an opportunity from insurance companies that may have led you astray and made you have felt questionable, and probably in a possibility made you have false hopes of possibilities? If I said that right. Yeah. But yeah, I'm here to give you guys all the tips, yes, of how to spot out any questionable tactics and how to spot out distinctive absence of intellectual curiosity. Trust me, follow me, let's go. Well, let's start out. Well, my personal experience dealing with it's one specific insurance company. I would not say on here, but that also it's like the pros and the cons, so I'm gonna give you both. Let's start out with the pros. I think the pros are if you don't have a legitimate job or any kind of job, or you in between jobs, or a job that doesn't even pay you enough. I think this may be very beneficial for you, except for the fact that you have to interpret some kind of payment, and you have to interpret some kind of signing contract, and you have to interpret in some kind of, recruiting phase. So it's kind of like going through the boot camp stages where it's not like completely brutal. Another pro is that you can also gain a financial increase in due time, but you never know when exactly. Once you get down to training, and the training, oh my gosh, the training is not impractical. It's easy, straightforward, unembellished. It's kind of like right to the point, right? It's like steps 1, 2, 3, and you're in there. But my main concern were the payments that had to be provided. But like I said, in between time, that wasn't the biggest deal. You also have to go to the stage where you do the typical interview stage, where you do the application, you fill out the application, you do the interview, and then you also just tell about the line of work you do. Like, just present yourself. You are representing yourself. That's what you're doing. You're representing yourself in your line of business. Another pro may be once you get your first client, oh my goodness, it's almost like accomplish the most goal-oriented thing that you in your whole entire life. You will feel so energetic, for sure. We actually get paid within the working business day that is required, so it's a guarantee of a payment, for sure. It is. If you're looking for a flexible job that could be part-time, full-time, or something that can just pretty much accommodate your lifestyle, these type of jobs that are very meaningful jobs to incorporate, because you can prospect if you want to. You can do more training, however you want to do it. It's your time. If you have kids, you can tend to your kids. If you don't, you can tend to school, however you want to do it. Another pro, it may change your ideology of like just doing a typical traditional ethical kind of thing, like that can lead you to other places and give you the optimism that you need in yourself and your business to incorporate that. This is like the best freaking like job that you can have. Go to any local places where you have any questionable things, like if you want to call the service line, you can reach out to them, or you can talk to your upline. That'd be another thing. It's like supporting people all around you that you can reach out if you have any questionable tactics or any questionable things that you're not sure of. And also another pro, so once you enter this line of business, some companies may offer you a bonus deal, which comes with your commission money, or which also comes with whatever type of earnings that you're getting. They add an executive bonus. So once they add the executive bonus, you'll have something that can be a referral bonus too as well, which including you referencing other recruiters. Another pro is you can also recruit other people to also benefit off of them. Let's just be honest. Yeah. I didn't say it. Another pro, depending on your other aspects of this business, you can also use it in your own personal life. Like if it's like car insurance, life insurance, or health insurance, these are the type of insurance that you may need. Even a house insurance, these can be also very beneficial to you. So I can give insurance the full credit when it comes out to this, but baby, pretty cool. Unlike most companies, I feel like this will be a great career in a job where you want to be acknowledged. They have conventions, they have like surprise parties, like parties that are just to celebrate. I don't know. But yeah, they also extremely big on that because they want to make sure everyone feels welcome. They want to make sure everybody feels acknowledged. Another pro, this is the place where you want to look good, smell good, feel good, and walk proudly. Well, these type of insurance job will get you there. I noticed a huge drastic change in my wardrobe once I entered the business of insurance, because I was personally like that. I was heading toward that way until I actually became that person. I felt so important. I don't know what it was. It was like some kind of empowerment was taking over my body. It's like a zombie eating off your flesh, and then a virus going through your body. I don't know what it was, but I know that it was pouring right into my soul, because I became the person to this day to dress accordingly everywhere I go, anywhere I go, at any time. And I look like money, I smell like money. Even if I don't have money, I still look like money. I don't want to run you guys down with all the pros because it's a lot of pros that I could actually add on, but I'm going to make this my last pro. You also have the opportunity to learn any type of knowledge of what you're doing. That is the best part, I feel like, because once you know the information and you gain knowledge, it's almost like electricity to your brain, because there's something that you can power and use for other sources. You feel it? Dum dum dum. Let's get to the cons, you nitty gritty. So we talked about the pros. You know there has to be a couple of cons. I'm sorry, but this is the truth and honest truth to God. So help me. First con, I would typically look more into the business, see how long they've been there. But you have to understand, when it comes down to these line of businesses, you gotta know what you're assigning your hand to. If not, you will be ripped off and you will be bamboozled. Trust me, I know for certain. You just need to know your information. Don't be misled by certain information. Even if it's true, certain things are kept under the rug. Be aware. The second con. You know, when I talked about the pros could actually get like the benefits of it, you know, the compensation payments. Yeah, typically you might not get that much, and depends on the line of work you're pouring into, and depending on the people who actually might want to be involved to make deals with you, who might want to invest in your business, who might want to take up your offer. Yeah, that's dependable. It's not guaranteed, but it's dependable. Another con, you might need to know these type of companies can give you a lot of hope in it. They will give you that. But if the reality don't match the hope, and the hope don't match the reality, if the dream false, narrative of what this could be and what that could be, if it's all in there and it doesn't match and it doesn't equate to each other, you might have to reevaluate your decision making on when it comes down to income base. That's all I'm saying. Another con. Although you do have to put like your own payment in some companies, but typically they're still getting paid off of you. So it's almost like you're here if you're at the startup. Yeah, the big people, the big butts, the district, whoever, the top dogs are gonna still forever get paid. Everyone becomes like some kind of rich man. I think I haven't got to that point, so. Although some of these jobs interpret commission earnings, you have to still look at the possibility of how much earnings you're getting, how much taxes are taken off of you from the position that you're in, which I talked about before in the previous cons. You know, the richer get richer. You have to look at the tax base. I think some is non-taxable. That's a good thing from the IRS. And you have some that may equate to that. I don't know. I would be highly aware of it, depending on your line of work, how much you pour into it. For example, I was a pretty good representative. The thing about that is, and some people felt like if your company have a bad rep or a bad name, then they're not gonna socialize with you. They're gonna agree to not disagree. I consider that most jobs are a pyramid scheme. If you look at it from at an inner viewpoint and an outer point on each side, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Even if you're working at a plant-based job, factory, manufacturing, it don't matter. I feel like all of it, every one of it is a pyramid scheme, if you ask me personally, you know. But another con, be aware of competition. Now, if you don't know anything about being competitive, you might not be in this line of field, but too bad you was born into it, because the number one thing about being competitive, you're not just competing from other people, you're even competing with your own self sometimes, with your life, with your health, with your family, with nature. You never know. If you look, like I said, I'm a deep thinker, so everyone has a competitive nature in them. Whether we intentionally, unintentionally know, we have it in us. So be aware of those. It can be quite weary at sometimes, but just know it's there. And another con, you might get a little frustrated based off what type of insurance company you're working with. If you're bringing in some type of recruiters, have to be dependable. And if they're not dependable, you can lose your chances of creating something great into your business. You might be gambling. You might be gambling with recruiters. That's the only thing I have to say. Last con of the night or the day. I want to also suggest, if you don't have great customer service or have any patience or have any customer skill set, you may not be required for this type of job, because either way, you can be any typical job. Those requirements has to be highlighted because of the fact that you have to put that in an everyday kind of basis, unless you're alone and you stay in the house all day, whatever the case may be. But you still have to kind of socialize. And customer may be a little aggressive, might be a little tense and tenacious. But the thing about it is, you have to handle things under pressure. And if you are not good with those kind of requirements, then yeah, I don't know what to tell you. So that's all for the video. Cool Knowledge 101. So next time you come with me, we'll be talking about something else different. Have at least the tips I giving you guys, and be confident, be open, just be mindful, do your research, go out there and learn, and give, and take. However it interprets. But I'm glad you're here and you stopped by, and I hope you stay tuned for another video on the rise. Bye.